before joining the community, I had given two interviews. So since I hadn't given any interview in span of almost 2 or 3 years, uh, to be very honest, I screwed that interview very badly because I was not able to speak actually. I mean, I knew the answers, but I was not able to talk. So somehow it interpreted that I have very less confidence. Like five people are just staring at me and they're asking questions one by one, and I'm like, I'm blank. So I was so sure because of my earlier background that I'm gonna get an interview call for that. So I had applied for that, but for somehow, for really long, I did not get any callbacks from there. So I was really frustrated because that was the one opportunity I found like, okay, this is it. I'm definitely gonna get it. I was so frustrated and I don't want to do it. It was that moment. So I was literally that frustrated, and for after that jobathon end, I didn't do anything for a week. I mean, I did not even attend the session which was on 12th of January, which you had said do not miss it. I did not even attend that, and I was that frustrated. And okay, it's not working at all. So from that moment, actually, I took it very seriously. Later on, I did not miss any of your session. I followed every single thing that you told us, from the job portals, connections to the network, giving it like 2-3 hours per day for dedicatedly for a job search. So that's exactly what I did. I did everything you told us. I did my self study, and finally it paid off. Special thanks to you, actually. I mean, your coaching did like it worked like fantastic for me, to be very honest, because I joined your community where I was feeling very low of myself because I was not getting anywhere after trying so hard. But here I joined in last May, and after finally so many months, so many sessions, jobathons, constant searching, and finally I'm here.
Hi Revati, so congratulations for achieving your dream job and welcome to Champions Achievers Hot Seat. Yes, Revati,
Thank you so much, Harshad. Special thanks to you, actually. I mean, your coaching did like it worked like fantastic for me, to be very honest, because I joined your community where I was feeling very low of myself because I was not getting anywhere after trying so hard. But here I joined in last May, and after finally so many months, so many sessions, jobathons, constant searching, and finally I'm here.
Absolutely. So, Revati, I'm just a catalyst, okay? I'm just a spark. You did all the hard work, as you said, so many sessions, coming back to sessions. There must be some, somewhere you felt self-doubt also. Somewhere you must have got rejected also in interviews. So that's what we want to hear from you, okay? Because the other members who are going through that
Yeah.
journey, they want to see you as the achiever and they would get inspired by your journey, right, Revati? So
Yes, yes, yes.
this is going to be that interview. My first question is just for others to know, who are you? What has been your career profile? What have you studied in college, or what has been your role? Which types of companies, industry? Just could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So, I graduated from College of Engineering, Pune. I did my bachelor's in town and country planning,
Wow.
which was a very new course for us as well at that time. But it seems like there was a, master's program in COEP held for like 50 years ago. So it's still
Okay.
going on. And ours was a first batch for bachelor's program for the same course. So as like you know that it's very niche field, you would say, that many people are still don't know what is it about. Some people confuse it with,
Yes.
oh, is it a civil engineering? Oh, no, it's not. Then is it an architecture? So it's like, no, it's none of them. Town and country planning is a completely different branch. And if you see, it's very interesting because it is a vast field and you can do so many things into it.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, so I pursued it from COEP. Later that, for my first two jobs were actually for the state of government, it was under Swachh Bharat mission.
Okay.
So first I was posted in Kolhapur for Swachh Bharat mission. And that later, for Swachh Bharat Rural Mission, I was posted in Pargaon, Khandala, which is near Satara city. So after that, I joined a company in Thane. I was there for 1.5 years almost. But due to for some personal reasons, I had to leave it. Then I came to Pune. So then my last job was in Pune itself. It was in Bowdhan. So it was through the mutual contacts actually. My previous boss is friend with my husband. So they were just talking and they were like, "Oh, you are into same field. Just come to the office. We will have a chat and you can join." So it was that easy. So I worked there for an year almost. Yes, an year. So then, because it was like I told in many sessions, we were not getting paid post-COVID.
Okay.
So yeah, so that was the main issue for me to continue over there because we were not getting paid, and I mean, I still haven't got paid actually for my entire work. Yeah, so that's a different part. But that was the main point that I decided, okay, I need to stop wasting my time just by going there and to show up just to get a salary. It's not going to work in a long run. So
Yes.
yeah, so finally I quit that job. And meanwhile, I was in poor health at that time.
Okay.
So yeah, so then I decided to take a break, focus
Hmm.
on myself, and then come back stronger. Yes. So yeah, after quitting, within 2 months, I joined our champions community.
Okay.
And yeah, so from May 2022 till January 2023 is so far is my journey with the champions community.
Yes. So it was a time, right? Like it was
Yes,
six,
yes,
7 months for you
yes,
because of
yes,
probably niche profile, because
yes,
of limited opportunities in the market. But now you did
yes,
it. So could you tell us where have you joined, as what designation, or and as you said, people don't know
yeah,
about this field. So
yes. So I joined at Finac Housing Private Limited firm. It's basically into the environmental aspect. So I work in green. If you have heard green building systems, the green building ratings,
yes,
which are authorized by IGBC, like Indian Green
yes,
Building Community, GRIHA, LEED, all those international standards for your green building designing. So I'm a senior environmental engineer over there.
awesome, awesome. Now we would like to know the journey part of it, right? So, what was the main challenge when you joined the community? What was the challenge you were facing in your job search, like not getting resume shortlisted or not getting calls? What was the main obstacle?
Okay, so before joining the community, I had given two interviews. So since I hadn't given any interview in span of almost 2 or 3 years, uh, to be very honest, I screwed that interview
Hmm.
very
Hmm.
badly because I was not able to speak actually. I mean, I knew the answers, but I was not able to talk. So so somehow it interpreted that I have very less confidence in myself.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so the wrong message, it just like it was a wrong message that sent to the interviewer actually, that okay, she is not confident about her work and she is not confident about what she knows. So I was like, okay. So I knew that I had to work on my communication skills because I wasn't giving any interviews or not interacting with any other professional at that time. So that was a tough part for me. So on LinkedIn, one of my connection actually, I had posted about job searching on LinkedIn, and
Okay.
one of my connection pinged me that he told me that you held such kind of webinars and you
Oh.
help to people.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. So he told me about your community. So I attended your webinar over there, and
Yes.
then I joined the community in last week.
Yes, yes. So, as you said, the interview preparation was the main
Yes,
hurdle,
yes,
and
yes.
you knew the answer. They were up here, but at that time,
I
and
couldn't speak.
yes, yes, and it's not about communication. It's little bit about preparation and confidence
Yeah, yeah.
also. And as you
Yes,
said, like
yes,
you are nervous, right, during that time
yes.
of
Very
interviews.
much. Like five people are just staring at me and they're asking questions one by one, and I'm like, I'm blank. I'm
Yes,
not
yes,
able to answer.
And if you don't get the first question right, then your
Yes.
confidence drops.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah.
the
Totally, totally.
yes, yes.
That's
And
exactly
now,
what happened.
after joining the community, what did you do exactly? How did you uh, got help from courses or sessions? What did you do? Like for other job seekers who are thinking like, okay, what should I do then? What was the
Okay.
effort like?
Yeah. So when I first joined the community, I was very skeptical about it,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. Like how it is going to help me. Like
Yes,
if you are just coaching me, then I don't know how am I gonna get a job. Because
exactly. Mm.
what generally a job seeker think is, okay, so if I join this, I'm gonna get more interview calls. Or so it's like a you have that mental image in your head. Yeah, so
Yes.
that's exactly what happened with me. So first, after a month, I was like, okay, is this really going to work for me? So
Yes.
yes, so but I keep I mean, I like keep attending all the sessions. Like at that time, because I was handling my, I was helping my husband with the restaurant. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I used to take a day off on Wednesday. Like, okay, this is the time that I need to have that 2 hours for myself to go forward. So
Yes. Yes.
at the first job was on, I couldn't complete it
Hmm.
actually.
Hmm.
So because again my health issue was on top peak, so I couldn't complete it. So but after that, I felt some like I felt really bad that I couldn't complete it just because some reason. I mean, you cannot. I mean, when you are committed to do something, when you say
Hmm.
that you are committed to it,
Hmm.
and then you give reasons why couldn't you complete it, it's not a very good impression for you. So when you
Yes.
start justifying yourself why you couldn't do it, or you justify your mistake, it's not a very good thing for your career. Anyways, so that's what I like. Okay, so from that point, I was like, okay, now I if I want to get somewhere, I'll trust this process and get a job which I'm craving for. Yeah, so when I couldn't complete my first jobathon, I really felt bad about it because I didn't want to justify my actions when I was committed for doing something. So when I was committed to doing something and I'm just explaining my to others why couldn't I do it, it doesn't interpret your best of image. It just what I mean, you don't know me, so what is the impression? Okay, she's just trying to explain herself why she couldn't do it, so she's not into it. So that I did not want anybody to think that okay, she's giving you explanations, she's trying to justify her mistake. That I did not want at all. So from that moment, actually, I took it very seriously. Later on, I did not miss any of your session.
Yeah.
I followed every single thing that you told us, from the job portals, connections to the networks, uh, search, giving it like 2 3 hours per day for
Wow.
dedicatedly for a job search. That exactly what I did. I listed down the companies which I'm looking for, which I'm targeting for actually. Where are their locations, whether the profile is suitable for me, whether I'm fitting into it. Then updating my knowledge because I had a gap. So I was in not touch with what is going on in my field.
Mm.
So I had to update myself before going for an interview. So that's exactly what I did. I did everything you told us. I did my self study, and finally it paid off.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks for sharing this in detail, Revati, because this is common, right? Like,
Yeah,
you don't get that quick result and then you leave it, right? It happens with some
exactly,
all of us,
exactly.
and then that is the point when you have to own it. And as you said, it's easy to give excuse, but
Yes,
then you cannot look yourself in the mirror, right? Because you know
yes,
that
yes.
internally that excuse was
Yes,
actually a lie.
exactly. It was a lie, you know that. And that's
Yes.
it. That's a itch that stays in your head for really long. So that's what you need to overcome. Like
Wow, wow,
it is
wow.
a tough thing, but once you do it dedicatedly, you will get there. Of course, it takes time. Even for get this job, it almost took 1.5 years, because
Yes.
my previous job, it wasn't like a job category.
Hmm,
We used
hmm.
to go there, we used to like think tank stuff type of thing. So but output was nothing, so it wasn't like we used to go there, we used to do our own research, we used to chat,
Hmm.
and then we used to come home. And we were not getting paid, so nobody asked us what we are doing.
Got it, got it. But now you're into a proper
Yeah.
job. So,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
rightly said that you prepared for your domain, I mean, updates in your domain as well, right?
Yes.
That is very important for people who are having a bit of gap, that
Yes.
industry has moved on. And especially after the pandemic, there must be some changes happening
Yes. Yes.
in the industry. So, how did you? Awesome, awesome. And then how did it work out finally? So this particular interview call, how did you find out, or did you get any other interview calls, and which strategies worked, which didn't in your case?
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, when we were into second jobathon in December, so I had applied for another job. It was for, if you have heard Maji Vasundhara Abhiyan from for the state of the Maharashtra. So
Hmm.
actually, I had applied for that as a divisional technical expert for Pune division.
Wow.
So I was so sure because of my earlier background that I'm gonna get an interview call for that. So I
Hmm.
had applied for that, but for somehow, for really long, I did not get any call back from there. So I was really frustrated because that was the one
Hmm.
opportunity I found like, okay, this is it. This is going, I'm definitely gonna get it, but I still didn't get it. So the jobathon for the last, what we had in December, I couldn't complete the last part.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was so frustrated. Like, गेलं खड्ड्यात. I don't want to do it. It was that moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was literally that frustrated, and for after that jobathon end, I didn't do anything for a week. I mean, I did not even attend the session which was on 12th of January, which you had said do not miss it. I
Yeah.
did
You
not
didn't
even
miss it.
attend that. I was that frustrated.
Wow.
Like, okay,
Wow.
it's not working at all.
Wow.
So, and
Yes.
at that time, my mother actually used to do a lot of research for jobs for me to get in somewhere. So yeah, so she
Yes.
actually sent me this photo. Actually, there was an ad in the newspaper, local newspaper.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, so she sent me that image. That okay, it was a walk-in interview actually. So and she sent me whether it is useful for you. So I was like, no, this is not useful for me. I'm not going to apply it. So she just gave me a look, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just go
I
and
just have like
see. Yeah, so she just gave me that death stare. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll apply and I will go. Yeah. So
sometimes you said you need that external push,
yeah,
so your mother
yeah,
gave you
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that style actually worked for me. So I went there, and for my to surprise, it was very smooth interview. I mean, I wasn't feeling nervous at all. The interviewer, I mean, our sir, also happens to be a COEP alumni.
Okay.
So it was like extremely smooth interview. So we had the first interview part, and then we had the chats about COEP, like who was the chairman and how has it is changed and everything like that. So and he did not even ask me why did I leave my last job.
Hmm. Hmm.
He was just interested into knowing that whether if he selects me, if I then I'm gonna give my 100% or not. Am I
Wow.
going to
Perfect.
I mean it was like he did not want to feel disappointed. Like, okay, why did I hire her?
Hmm.
So he just said these 2 points are only important for me. Whether you are giving me the result and time to time delivery, then I don't matter. Then it is not important for me. Why did you leave your last job? There must be some
Wow.
reasons which I won't ask you. I don't need it. I
Perfect.
just want to
Perfect.
know what results you are willing to give me and to my organization, and whether you are going to associate with us for a long term.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, it happens when someone
Yes.
puts their energy into training you and you
Hmm.
just leave it in a year or something. then they
Yes.
again have to take
Then
that
again
extra
have to.
energy to
Hmm.
train, again have to do all the process and everything, which is fair enough. I feel that they want long term association with you, and it is
Of
good for
course.
you as well, no? If you
Of
keep
course.
jumping on one from another job, it doesn't look good on your CV.
Yes. Yes. And you neither
You need to
learn
show, I
nor.
mean, yeah, I mean, it is like you have to show some kind of loyalty towards that organization, right? That if I'm trying to apply for the next job, that HR or the recruiter need to see, okay, I was associated, okay, 3 4 years continuously, then I'm opting for new job. It shows your loyalty, your integrity towards that job, which is very important, I feel.
Awesome.
So
So
yeah,
many great
so
points you
interview was
just.
like, so it was literally like not at all that you have that pressure cooker on inside your head, like during your interview, like
Yes.
what is this going to ask me, then you just keep thinking and you freak out unnecessarily. So that did not happen with me, which was like touch wood. Yeah,
Amazing.
so yeah, it was great. And I gave interview on Friday, I joined on Monday. It was that easy. I mean, I was like, what did just happen?
Okay, just last week I was like
It's
planning
like, it
something.
just, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, I was so frustrated because I couldn't get the call which I was expecting, and I am joining from Monday. What is happening? And in that, I joined my this organization, and next week I got the interview call from the previous job which I was expecting. And I was like, so I was like, anyway, it was anyway a 11-month contractual job, and there
Yeah.
is no assurity whether the contract will get renewed or not.
Mm,
So I
mm,
did not want that, I wanted actually the stability of my job where I'm working full time. So I was like,
absolutely.
okay, so this was going to happen. That's why I got that call really
Probably.
later.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
so I
No,
was like,
actually,
okay,
dots get connected in the
yes,
back, that's what they
yes,
say, right? In the forward movement, we don't realize why things are happening. And
yes,
so
yes.
many like
But they happen for a reason.
absolutely, so many Balban moments you just gave. You
Yes,
were at the lowest point, and at that time you said, okay, now leave it. And somehow, from a newspaper ad you found, and
yes,
you needed
yes.
that your mother's look to really apply. And then the job you really wanted came later, but
Yes, yes, yes,
it was not meant to be. I mean, it was not supposed to be anyway. So
yes,
amazing,
exactly.
what a
Something
journey.
better was waiting for me.
Wow, it's a true roller coaster. You can actually plot, your
Yeah,
journey
yeah, I
like this.
see. I mean, the graph would be like this.
No, and last like this, but you would
Yes.
be able to plot ups and downs so clearly.
Yeah, 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 totally.
Awesome, awesome. Already, Revati, your journey and the way you spoke uh, will inspire the person who is watching this, our community members. Just the last question is like one mantra from your experience you would like to give in concise form. Let's say, don't miss this or do this for sure. That kind of one mantra you can give to other job seekers.
I would say like just trust the process, believe in yourself, to be very honest, because I mean we can totally feel how it feels, like not having a job, or you are not doing what you love and you are craving for something else, and it's really difficult. I mean I can totally get it. I was at that point where I
Mm,
was feeling like giving up everything. I was actually like, when we had one-on-one session, I actually spoke to you about changing my field where I haven't
yes,
worked like in years, and I still wanted to do that because I was that desperate.
desperate. Mm,
So that desperation gets you nowhere.
mm. Rightly
This is
said.
what
So,
I will say, because you know that you have that qualification, you have that talent, but you just have to be really patient. I mean, something is waiting for you, like what you are looking for right now, but something better than that is waiting for you for sure. That's why you are not able to achieve it yet in the present things, I would say. Like,
wow.
that, I mean, you get interview calls, but and you are so sure that you would get in, but then you don't, because maybe everything happens for a reason. Something is bigger and
Wow.
better is waiting for somebody. So
Awesome.
there, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
I would say just that, just trust yourself, trust the process, and just keep on going. I know some days are very low. Some days you feel like, okay, I don't want to do anything. This is just not working, but just don't give up. Just keep
Wow.
doing it, keep pushing yourself. Just remember that you are the best, and the best is yet to happen to you. And that's why it's taking that long.
Yes, awesome. No,
Ah,
no, this
so
is
that's,
really a great mantra you have given. Awesome. And it comes from your experience, so
yes,
it
yes, yes.
has 1,000 times more weightage. It's not a bookish
Yes, yes.
quote you are just giving.
Exactly,
It you have
exactly.
literally
It's
lived
like,
that.
yes, yes, totally. It's like focus on your goal, not on distractions. That's it.
Awesome.
That's you have
Awesome.
to do. It, I
Awesome.
mean, yeah, I know it's very frustrating, this job searching and not getting anywhere else. It's really tiring, but you just have to do it. There is no other shortcut.
Yes,
You
there's
have
no
to follow
shortcut.
this process. I mean, there is no one else can give job interview for you or not going to give any exam for you. You yourself have to do it. So you just have to be
Wow.
patient.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, Revati. I mean, so many Balban moments, such an inspiring journey. Now we can say, of course, it was tiring
Yeah.
and long
Yes,
and
yes.
frustrating for you. But now, Revati, actually, when you look back, not just this interview, but you will have so many memories.
Yes.
Such journeys actually help you get that self confidence many times later.
Yes.
These are
Yes.
the things where you can say, let's say 3 years later, probably you will face some other challenge in your life in general, but at that
Yes.
time you can tell yourself, no, I did that, I went through that, so this
Yes.
shall to pass. At that time
Yes.
I did it, this time I shall do it
Exactly.
one more
I
time.
mean, and it's just like that, you have to keep your personal life apart from your professional life. You
Hmm,
cannot, I mean, it should not affect your career.
hmm,
I mean, I
hmm,
know, I mean, even I was having some problems in my personal life. But that one thing I had to remember, because of my personal problems, I had to leave my one job, which was
hmm,
well-paying job. I
hmm,
had to
hmm,
leave it because I was not able to focus on it.
hmm,
So that
hmm.
was my biggest learning from my mistake. That was that even if I have any personal problem right now or anything in the future, it should not overcome that your professional life. It should not overlap it.
And
Because
either
once
or,
you
right?
lose your
And
yeah, either or,
either or,
exactly.
like your tensions in your professional
Yes,
life should not affect,
yeah,
because
you should leave that behind your door and then come inside.
wow,
That's the only thing you have to do, because if you lose your focus and if you are not balanced, you can lose many things, and that is
wow,
not something we want. So it's like,
absolutely.
yeah, so you have to just focus constantly. I mean, consistency, I would say.
Hmm, hmm.
That is
Rightly
what
said,
needed.
balance and consistent, like
Yes,
things, and both
yeah,
ways. And now with this work from home model or hybrid model, things are like there are no lines, right, between personal and
yes,
professional life.
exactly.
And we anyway take work home with emails, we are
Yeah,
on mobile, things are on laptop, so it's even
exactly.
bit difficult, but it's
Yeah,
possible to have that clear boundaries, and as
but
you said, you
yeah,
have to be balanced and
exactly.
consistent and
I mean, you
focused.
need to set your boundaries in your work life as well. I mean, just because you're working from home, that doesn't mean you give your entire day to them. Come on, man. You have your own life.
Yes,
You just cannot be
absolutely.
slave for them just because they are paying for you. So you need to
Absolutely.
set boundaries from starting only. Like, we don't
Yes.
wait in office. So my office timing is 9 to 6. So I leave exactly at 6. I don't even wait for extra 5 minutes. Why should I wait if I don't have work?
And then actually you end up working faster or more efficient during that time. Say
Yeah,
when you say, or when you tell yourself that I can wait for 1 hour more, then you probably would waste 1 hour early, or you would,
exactly.
then now once you know that,
Yeah.
no, I have to leave at 6, you will do
So you
actually
work,
probably
yeah,
faster, or you
you
will try
finish
to
your
find
task in
ways.
time.
You will try to find ways, efficient ways.
Yes.
So true,
So
so
it's not
true.
needed. It's like you don't have to show to anything to anybody. Like, oh, I'm working extra hours, so that must, so I'm working more and I mean, focused and I'm giving everything to the organization. It's not needed.
I think it
Work-life
can
balance
come
is
from
very
output,
important.
and can come
Yeah.
from the output you are doing
If you
rather
work
than the
four,
number of
five
hours,
hours,
right?
constant, I mean, if you're working just 4 or 5 hours in a day with focus and concentration, and you're finishing your task, then why do you have to sit for 2 hours extra and just to show your
Absolutely.
boss that you are ready to work on overtime, and it's not needed.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, Revati. Another, career advice you have just given in the sense of how do you work, right? And that is
Yeah.
actually such a powerful message you just gave us. Uh, like with these knowledge workers, now we have like sometimes we have projects which are endless, right? There is nothing like
Yes.
in a day you have to finish
Exactly.
this and we go. So
Yes.
it
Yes.
looks like, oh, there's still more, or there is still more,
Yes. Yes.
and then you
There
don't
is
know
always
when
going to be something more.
more, like there is no end
Yeah.
to that project
Yes.
either.
Yes.
So how do you sort of make a,
Yes.
bench
You have to cut
clear
it out. Come
boundary?
on. You have a life. You have to enjoy it. We only
And
live once.
actually it gives you energy so that to focus in those 4 5 hours what you said back tomorrow, because it gives you
Yes.
that energy, that rest, and your family time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
family time and it's fine, but you need time for yourself as well. Huh?
Yourself
You drain
also.
yourself, you drain your brain in the office for 8 9 hours. You need some time for yourself to recover and bounce back, and
Absolutely.
then go to the office next day. Then again, you have to work for 9 hours.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Yes, Revati. So awesome journey, and thank you
Yes,
so much for openly sharing with all of us. And I always say, our journey, I mean, job search journey ends, but our relation, you're part of
yes,
Career
it's
Champions
for
Club
life.
for life. So yes, people might reach out to you, or you are
That,
welcome to join the sessions back. There'll be sort of sessions
yeah,
happening
yeah,
here and there apart from job search as well.
yes,
And
yes,
yes, great, great. And now we are value givers, so job search is just a first step. Now you
yes,
should give, as you rightly said, giving value to the company, staying
yes,
loyal. In the sense give your maximum
yeah,
with whatever time, whatever focus you have.
exactly. That's
That's
why
what
we
you
get
should be
paid, no?
doing.
So
Yes,
you have to
yes,
show your 100%.
100%. So best wishes for that, and keep growing in your career. Yeah, you see, it's
Yes,
a niche, but it's a very,
yes.
you can say very interesting, high
Interesting,
value
yeah. I
niche.
mean, right now it's very niche, but in upcoming years it won't be.
And this environmental thing is
Yes.
going to go up and
Yeah.
abroad, and it's
This is
going
never
to
ending.
encompass never ending, and it is going to across the industries. All
Yes.
industries will have the environmental concern and
Yes.
norms for sure.
Definitely.
So my best wishes to future career growth as well. Thank you so much for
Thank you
sharing.
so much.